Yo, 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 yo. How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Okay. Looks like. Hey, there we go. Yo. How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, I heard myself. Right, we are good though. Just setting it up so I can hear you guys. Yeah, welcome. What's going on? This is the Forest Zombies map. If you're not aware of it, then well, you should be. It's a really cool little project, and basically it's a point-to-point map, kind of like the Arctic Ascent map, or if you play the Pantheon of Hell map, or even the Cheese Cube series. It's basically you got to get from one place to another. We've made a huge drastic change. So since last time, we did start designing a like an out of bounds area where the zombies will come from, but we've streamlined the map to be able to produce it a lot quicker, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool. Finally on time. Get out of here. Get out of here with that sort of thing, man. But no, it's all good, man. It's all good. Yeah, we're here on time. We're here on time. I'm always on time. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, we're good. So yeah, now there's mirrors. So yeah, the mirrors literally. Yeah, I'm not going to be. I don't know how to explain it. We're not designing like an out of bounds area instead, and it's kind of nice. It kind of reflects the light of the trees a little bit, and it's a bit interesting. It's not perfect though, but it will do. It will do. Yeah, how's everyone doing so far? You having a good start to your week? What I will do is I'll show you the map, and to show you the map, I'm just going to put the time scale to 4, so it's 4 times faster. So you start off down here. There's going to be doors like every little section on the way up, and the idea is to get to the end, and there'll be Easter eggs to solve on the way. There'll be like lockdown areas as well. It's a little park bench area over there. And by the way, so far we've walked probably through, I don't know, about 8-9 doors. Probably 10 now. 13, 14 sort of doors. So yeah, it'll be a progression. You got to try and survive. The difference between this and some of my other point-to-point maps, survival maps, is I've given the players a nice amount of room to move. That's one of the biggest complaints, and it's kind of a divide between people who, you know, might not be very good at the game, and even people that are good at the game might not like the fact that on the Arctic Ascent map it gets really narrow. So this map will be tailored towards all players a lot more, but don't worry if you are an experienced, advanced player and you want that hardcore game mode. It will be hard, okay? We're going to add risers in the middle of the path. So there's going to be places where you get tripped up, and they're going to be a little bit harder to spot as well. But they're not going to be impossible to spot, because that's not good when you can't see when they're spawning. It's horrible dying to like a spawn. But yeah, you'll be able to see the spawners, but they should be a lot more integrated. Yeah, another little area there. So the idea is to collect parts of a radio, so you can radio in for help, and then basically at the end there'll be a lockdown, and yeah, you got to survive while the exfil comes in. So it's an exfil, basically collect the parts and exfil. Yeah, that's it so far. We can actually extend the length of the map a bit more, but I don't want to make it too crazy. I feel like since we've gone and built the Evil Rise map, we've seen what's too far, what's too much. The Evil Rise map was how far can we push this engine? How far can we push this game? How far can we push the tools to try and build a game that's like extremely long? And it got to the point where it's so long that I was breaking limits and having to like think of ways to redo stuff to get past limits. And I did that, but I capped it out at like something. I think it was something stupid like 86 floors, so that's like 170 to 172 doors or something. ridiculous. That sort of a distance is you sort of pass what's fun and challenging for endurance and get into the realm of like it being too much, you know. So the length of this map is quite long, and we're at ×4, but I think that's a good amount. We don't really want any more than that, really. So yeah, that's where you would start, where my cursor is in the middle of the screen. That's a pallet there. That just was when I was designing it. That won't be in it when I next build it. But yeah, you work your way up, and every sort of turn is where there'll be a door in the map. But yeah, the mirrors will have reduced, by using these mirrors, it's going to reduce the development time like tenfold. It'll be so much quicker to build this map. And they have an added benefit of reflecting the light, so it looks kind of cool with them anyways. But yeah, the last one, I think I'll build like a nice little arena at the top here. But yeah, how we doing, Daniel? Well, you doing okay? I don't know what sort of condition you're in, man. I hope you're in a stable and you know, comfortable. I have no idea. The mind wanders without knowledge. But yeah, guys, ladies and gentlemen, if you saw my short, huge news. Okay, so those that didn't know, my phone broke a couple weeks ago. It won't turn on. It's the power management chip on it, which is literally like this small. Got fried when I put it on a wireless charger. I wonder if that's why they didn't have wireless charging on like the latest iPhone. Don't know, but I imagine it might be something to do with this. So yeah, phone got fried. And while it was fried, I've been using this phone, a backup phone that my dad lent me. Looks like a drug dealer's phone, but it's actually it's like an old Nokia, but it's a Samsung. And it works for phone calls. I mean, the loudspeaker doesn't work, so if you press loudspeaker, you don't hear anything. And texting on it's a swine because you gotta do the buttons, like, it's a nightmare. But at least I had a way that I could actually ring people, get contacted, and have a phone. But it's annoying though, because I kept like going to grab my phone to go on YouTube or do something, and then realizing I've got this thing and I can't go on YouTube or anything with this. Well, a new phone's here, and I'm hyped, man. Yeah, dude, look at this thing. It's an absolute beast. Yeah. So I recorded a new short on this. I got a case for it. That's a heavy duty drop case, and then I got a glass cover for the front, and then I've got my stocks. I got my stocks showing on there, or the ones that I'm interested in, anyways. Yeah, it's got a ow. Oh, okay. There we go. It's got a little thing here, so I can actually like put it on a table and like watch. Yeah, use it as a screen if I wanted to. You can connect an Xbox controller and game off this thing. It's meant to be one of the most powerful things. But I'm just looking forward to recording content with this, like going around and recording content, you know, getting the old camera out, filming some stuff, doing some videos. Yo, what's up, guys? How we doing? Here we are, Mount Everest. I'm freezing my balls up. Something like that. Well, obviously I won't be on Mount Everest, but you get the picture. I'll be able to take this, and it's called a stand. Oh, I've not had one of these before. Don't you start. But yeah, no, hyped, man, hyped. And this thing should mean that I can actually, yeah, I know, it's got face recognition and it works. And yeah, really cool. So, oh, no, we don't want that. That's going to be copyright. But yeah, really cool. I've never had a phone this big as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. I'm not sure how, like, this in my shorts when I go running in the morning is going to be like carrying a brick. My shorts probably going to end up around my ankles, but I'll see what I do. I think you can get like phone holders that go on your arm. So I might see if I get one of those. But does that make you look like a bellend though when you're running around like this when you're running? Because it might do. But then again, I'm quite big. Like, look, this phone. It doesn't look that big against me because I'm a giant. But then this is a full size. This is an Xbox controller. But yeah, I'm 6'5". Near 300 pounds. But yeah, it's good when I go biking with one of these things. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'll get one of these, and then I can still use my Strava, and then track my routes and my elevation, all that crap, which is good. Because recently, the last 2 weeks, because I've not had a phone that can track, I've been using my watch and then like writing in all the numbers manually, which is a pain in the ass. I kind of think that now I've got an Apple phone, should I get an Apple Watch and then connect them together so it's all synced, and then I don't have to like do anything manual, and I don't have to carry my phone with me. I think that'd be better. I don't really want to carry this phone around, especially if I'm running and I slip with it. You know, I've got insurance on it, but even so, this phone costs more than like what I've spent on cars before. Like, stupid amount, but it's an investment. It's a really good camera on there that I'm looking forward to use. We'll be able to capture some content. If you've ever looked at the price of cameras, yeah, this is it's not about price. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, enough of the waffling. Let's jump into the development. So yeah, this is opening it up on Radiant. I'm going to take off this hoodie. It's hot, man. I've started using a new light. My camera setup. Well, I say new light. It's the light I've used for years, but I stopped using it because I installed LEDs in this room. I've not needed to light my face that much. But I've started using that light again, like this one here. You see that? Like proper lighting. Fancy pantsy professional style. But it generates heat. It generates heat. A holster, yeah, I should get a holster for the phone. Yeah, I should do that. Definitely, man. Why does it look like the microphone's like going too high? Maybe that's better. I think, yeah, that's better. Yeah, it was a bit too high. Right. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, so we got our map here, and we just want to improve it a little bit more. I think I'll move my camera to the top right, because like, yeah, we don't need or bottom right, maybe bottom right. Yeah, I think that's a better place. I don't want to get in the way of the visual. Our camera prices are crazy.
With phone camera is they don't have a proper zoomers, it's just digital zoom, but for most stuff they do the job.
Yeah, well, this phone I believe does have physical zoom in it, and it doesn't have any like up to I think up to 3 times, is it, or 2 times? There's like low loss in quality, so you can still film in 2K quality or 4K quality up to like 2-3 times zoom. It's actually mental what this phone could do. Yeah, and the stabilization looks insane on this phone. I really can't wait to use this phone. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I feel like my camera is too far over here. It should be. Yeah. All right. I think it's because my whole screen's like rotated. I moved it all around. Right. So working on this map, we got to build the Easter egg. Start doing the spawners. Jesus. Got real frog in my throat.
Like a big kid can't beat getting new
I know, man. I am the biggest like freaking tech lover there is. But I'm also at the same time, I don't like spending money on myself. So I've never bought the latest gen model phone. I've always bought a phone that's like 2 or 3 generations older, because I feel like you get more for your money and you're not buying into a hype or anything. But this time round, I thought, you know what? You've worked hard, IceGrenade. You've worked hard. I'm working up to 60 hours a week. That's excluding YouTube. If you include YouTube, then it's 70 hours a week. Like, you might as well invest in something. It'll be nice for general browsing, flicking through the YouTube and whatnot. And yeah, I also went back to iPhone because I thought, well, do you know what? I can't be asked to be doing manual backups and all of that crap. Like, I'll just pay to win and get iCloud and have it all backed up, and then I don't have to worry about it. I thought that was the best thing, actually. When my mum bought a new iPhone, went from one iPhone to another, she only had to log into her account and then it pulled everything across. And I thought, geez, they've made it so easy to like save your stuff and to migrate your stuff. Why don't you bother? But yeah, I don't know. It is a lot. It's a lot of money when like buying into Apple. Yeah. What's up, Tabia? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Thank you for the emojis. So yeah, what we're going to do today, you're going to work on this project. We're going to work on this map. And I think one thing we can do right now is to build.
To make my stuff last. But can't stand Apple products, but that's just me.
Oh, you can't stand Apple products. Oh really? I mean, I like Apple products. I think they are intuitive. I think they look like really good. But the problem for me with Apple products is the way they try and monetize like straight up free features that are free on Android. And like so they monetize features and they've locked away a load of stuff. So they've made stuff simpler to use and they don't show you as much stuff. Like on Android, a lot of those stats and features are sort of exposed to the user and they're sort of hidden on the iPhone. And then at the end of the day, your Android's a lot more unlocked. Like you can plug it in and access everything on your computer. iPhone, you need special tools to do that. You can't just like, you know, open it up on a computer. Maybe you can now. I don't know. Actually, you might have changed it. But yeah, so I've always been Android better than iPhone sort of mindset. However, if you're looking at it from a user case of an old, like say a dinosaur, a guy who really doesn't know technology and they're not really a techie person, and they just want something that will work, they just pick up and it will work. Yeah, I think iPhone's probably is a lot more user friendly for that. But yeah, man. We'll see how it goes. So right here, I'm creating the spawner spots. So this is where the zombies will rise up from and start attacking the player. I'm making them non-colliding.
I don't like falafels.
You don't like falafels? What, like the wraps? The wraps? Like a falafel wrap? Or a falafel raptor? I don't know why I said that. That just came to mind. Huh. Right. But yeah, no, I think I like falafel. I can't remember what it's like, to be honest, but I think I like falafel. But yeah, a little bit gutted. We didn't celebrate firework night here on the 5th. In America, you guys have July the 4th. In England, we have November the 5th for our fireworks and partying and whatnot. Completely different reasons for partying, but the same sort of stuff happens. And yeah, I think one of the local ones got cancelled anyhow. But Ram wasn't feeling very well, and it was raining anyway. But we heard the fireworks. But yeah, I think they're redoing it next week. Oh, this Friday rather. Yeah, the holiday for that's it. V for Vendetta. Right, wicked. So they're the riser spots. You can see them when I've got it highlighted. When I haven't got it highlighted, it's not very obvious. Do you think I should make these more obvious? Let me know, guys. Should I make these riser spots more obvious? Or should I leave them quite well sort of integrated into the environment? Like, there's reasons for either side. Making them visibly obvious is a nice thing to do when you're running around so you can actually see them. Because it's quite annoying if you're getting chased by zombies and then one pops up in front of you and then you die because you got stuck on it. But it kind of looks a bit gamified when you can see them. Like, it doesn't look very realistic and doesn't look very immersive. I've tried to make them a good blend of the both so that there's like dirt spots literally where where they come up. But I don't know. Steph, how you doing, Steph? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing good. I've got an issue with this phone case, right? The silent button is inside there. How am I meant to get my finger in the hole to put it on silent? I don't know. I mean, I've got the SIM card. I got a SIM card thing.
Do they physically block you? I like them partly blended. Steph and Alex, I'm okay, can't stay long lunch, 10 hours work day to day.
Oh, mad, Steph. Yeah, Daniel. Let me, you're in remission. Does that mean when it's sort of, it's not spreading and it's not static, it's sort of going away and you're on the right direction? I don't really know what remission is first. But, yeah, feel free to tell me more info on Discord or something. It's probably best. But yeah, Steph, 10-hour workday. That's mad. But can't stay long. Lunch. Yeah, you enjoy your lunch, Steph. Yeah, Rama and I just got engaged recently, so we've got a bottle of champagne in the fridge. And we just finished one bottle of champagne as well. My brother got us. Absolutely lovely. Tattinger, I think it was a tat. Very fancy. It's I wouldn't buy champagne that expensive, but it's very nice. We finished that, but we've got another one in the cupboard. That's another, or in the fridge. That's also for our engagement, and it's massive. Is it what you call a magnum? It's massive, man. It's like literally 2 or 3 bottles worth of liquid in one giant bottle. I've got a tickly throat. I think I'm not 100% like recovered, but mentally I'm fine. My arm's not hurting anymore. I tell you what, when I had COVID last week, my arm was really bad. I had joint pain, and when I got my arm to here, it felt like it had been run over by a truck. And then when I got past that, it was fine. So from there to there, fine. From there to there, feels like I'm being, I don't know, shot in the arm by a 50 cal. It was so painful. I literally had to sleep like this, and I'd wake myself up when I put my arm out. It was nasty. I had to ring up the doctors, and then I was freaking out. But it kind of went away the next day. So yeah, I don't know. It's really weird. Apparently, it's a normal thing, normal symptom. You get really achy bones and joints. When I'm talking right now, my throat's feeling a bit tickly. Like I start coughing and that. Maybe I just need to stop talking. What sort of stream would that be if I don't talk?
Daniel Wall, strange how COVID did that to your arm. I not had it yet and scared to get it.
I mean, yeah, it was not nice. But you know what? I won't worry about it personally. I've had much worse of flus. It was just very inconvenient, and it's a bit scary. You know, my mind just went everywhere. My mind was like, "Oh my god, you know, you're never gonna be able to use your arm again. How am I gonna stream? How am I gonna make maps with one arm?" Is what I was thinking.
How are you feeling?
I was frightened. I really thought that was it. Screwed. But the next day it wasn't that bad. It calmed down a lot. And then the day after it's fine.
Gaming. What happened to your arm?
COVID.
Sorry, just joined. Hope you're
Yeah, no.
top G.
Oh yeah, all good, man, all good. No, I was just talking about that. I had a common but uncommon. I think it's quite a common issue with or symptom with COVID. Is they call it achy joints and bones and joints, but it was more than an ache. It felt like my arm had been run over by a Tonka truck, and yeah, I felt like that was it. I'm not gonna be able to use my arm again. But it was fine the next day. So yeah, I was overreacting. I mean, it didn't make sense. It felt really bad. But yeah, I'm not the sort of person to overreact. You know, when I broke my arm in 3 places before, I went to college and I took part in a team building exercise where we were building miniature towers and bridges and stuff. And we freaking won. We built the strongest, biggest bridge. Tower, rather. It's like a Big Ben tower. And, yeah, had a broken arm at the time. I thought my arm hurt. But I didn't think it was, I think it was broken. I put my fist through a sofa and broke a sofa. And I didn't realise it would break. And I didn't realise when I hit it that I would hit like the wood on the sofa. I thought it was like a cushiony soft bit. Oh mate, what an idiot. But yeah, broke my arm. Actually, I don't think I did break my arm in 3 places that time. When I broke my arm in 3 places, that was when I fell off a stool. I think that was just a one break, but still. I went to the hospital and I was like, because it was aching loads and it was painful, but it wasn't bad. It was like it's inconvenient. And when I went there, I was like, oh, I know. And when I was like, you know, they X-rayed it and all this, that, and the other. And when the lady asked me, I was waiting in the waiting room, and then finally they were like, you know, oh yeah, come in. You know, she's basically going to tell me that, you know, it's absolutely fine. Don't worry. You got nothing to worry about. Just put ice on it, whatever. And I was like, I know. sorry for wasting your time. You know, I just had to get it checked out. She's like, no, you've broken your arm. I thought, really? You've broken it? She's like, yeah, you've broken your arm. You need to put a cast on it. I thought, just spent the whole day at college like building stuff with a broken arm. Like, good job I came in to get it looked at. So yeah. There's times when my body is quite resilient and strong. And there's other times, like last week, where you just think I'm a wimp, but it was really freaking painful. I couldn't move, I couldn't open my arm. Well, that was it. It's gonna get amputated or something. That's how it honestly felt. But yeah, man. Oh yeah, no worries, Steph. You take care of yourself. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, and I hope your work day goes well. Yeah, are we doing not so serious game? You doing right, man? You good? Man flu, yeah, that's it. God, man flu. So insulting. There was another time, right, where my mum, I was a kid. How old was I at the time? Probably like 9 or 10. Probably could have been as old as 12, but I think I was 9 or 10. So I came to my mum and I was like, Mum, my eye really hurts.
See you later to the person in the live chat.
That's it. Steph, have a go on. But yeah, I said, so my mum, my eye really hurts. And she was like, oh, you're fine. Just, you know, just freaking take a couple of paracetamol and shut up about it, basically. And I think it got to like 10 p.m. and she's, you know, parents are already in bed. And I come out, wake them up. I'm like, Mum, my eye really hurts. And she's like, for God's sake, you know, I just need to get some sleep. Can you just go to bed? You know, you'll be fine, and we'll see how you are in the morning. So I was like, all right. I go back to my room, probably playing video games. And it's 1 a.m. I can't sleep. I'm in agonizing pain. It's more pain than it was at 9 or 10 p.m. A lot more pain. I go, okay, no, I need to go tell my parents. Like, it's really, really bad. I go into my parents' room, wake my parents up again, and I say, Mum, my eye is really, really painful. You know, can you please, like, can you help? And she goes mad, like, you know, what are you waking me up for? You know, shouldn't wake me up. You know, your eye's absolutely fine. She turns on the light and she goes, oh my God, get the car. You know, we need to go to the hospital right now. Because my eye is my eye looks like this, you know, that it's all swollen up. I can barely look out of that eye, you know. Look like I've been stung by a jellyfish in the face. And yeah, super, super puffed up. And went to the hospital. And I'll tell you what, I have never seen so many drugs being injected into my body before. And I think that's the most I've ever had in my body before as well. They were like rushed me to some special room. They stuck a freaking needle into a vein. At first they couldn't find it, so they're slapping the shit out of my arm, and they can't find it. They're off to the other arm, and they're slapping this one, and they're like, oh, we can't find that one there. And they go back to this other arm, slapping this thing, and they're like this, and they go, oh yeah, stab me like 3-4 times, and then finally get one in properly. Oh my God. This is the first day on the job or something, I don't know. But they finally hooked me up, And then they pull out this bloody plunger thing with a syringe. It looks like literally probably half the size of this, yeah? Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Think of like a Smarties tube, bigger than that though. Full of this like milky looking liquid. And I'm like, what is that? And there's like, oh, it's just medication, it's gonna help you out. And so they freaking basically plunging all this crap into my body, you know. And next thing you know, I'm feeling fine. But yeah, I'm there for literally 3 days or something, or 4 days, constantly having drugs being like put into my body. God knows what else they're sticking in there for for a bit of R&D. But but do you know what? I had one of the best highs of my life. Do you know why? Because we only had a Nintendo 64 at home, but they had the latest and greatest Nintendo GameCube in the hospital, which there was no other kids in the hospital at the time, so I was playing that son of a bitch 24/7. Feel a bit tired? Boom. Have a little sleep. Wake up, feel a bit hungry? Doctor, sandwich, thank you very much. Where's the GameCube? I gotta play that. Give me the GameCube. I'll play the GameCube. I'm playing with one eye, yeah? Because it looks like I've freaking, you know, been stung by a bee still. But having the time of my life, because we only had an N64 at home, which I love, by the way, and like we used to play hours of Perfect Dark, hours of GoldenEye, Turok 2, Seeds of Evil, Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Stadium, you name it. We had all the best N64 games. Mario 64. Played, pretty much beat everything. Loved it. Diddy Kong Racing. But do you know what we didn't have? GameCube. Do you know why my parents didn't buy us a GameCube and they neglected us as children to not buy us the latest console? Because we had an N64. And my parents didn't see the difference between an N64 and a GameCube. They said, we don't need a GameCube. You've got an N64 at home, you know? So they never did get us a GameCube. But I'll tell you what, I played the fuck out of that GameCube and in the hospital. And I was sad to go home. I was like, do I have to go home now? It was like, yeah, you're good to go. I was like, but I haven't finished my GameCube. I said, yeah, well, probably let some other kids play with it now. That was it. My parents I don't think my parents ever apologized to me that much. That's the most they've ever apologized in their life, is for not believing me and for allowing me to endure like and suffer for so long. I just find it funny thinking about it back now. It is funny. It is hilarious. But yeah, my parents will tell you about that. Probably embarrassing for them, but it should be, because they neglected their child who was going through hell. Do you know what? I do feel bad for my family having to put up with me growing up, because I was not I did not play video games a healthy amount. I played video games till 2-3 a.m. almost every night when I should be in bed ready for school the next day. All I wanted to do was play video games. Yeah, horrible. You know, we're not going to raise our kids like that. But yeah, that's all I wanted to do. Play video games. I'd wake up, either watch Pokemon or play video games. And then the second we got to go, I'd be dreading it. Get to school, just keep looking at the time. By the time it's ready to go home, get home, put on the console and play more games. until 2, 3 a.m. It depended on, and I never did my homework. I was going so much trouble for never doing my homework. The amount of times, like, oh yeah, it changed my life, by the way. Original Xbox never had internet. I was so envious of all the other kids at school that had like Xbox Live on the original Xbox. I didn't understand how they could have it. So I was like, we had dial-up, right? So it was the phone in the office, in the opposite room of the house. Like, there's no way I'm getting internet. Like, I didn't know how internet works back then. I didn't know that I could buy like a freaking 50-foot long Ethernet line and run it through the house. I wasn't very intelligent like that. So we never had internet, okay, for Xbox. But then when the Xbox 360 came out, this is when they then released the wireless adapter. And my God, I got the wireless adapter and it changed my life forever. Soon as I switched that bad boy on and got Xbox Live, didn't care how I got it. I'd get my my Xbox Live membership. That was it. I was hooked. I was hooked. That changed me for the rest of my life. So yeah, I stopped caring about campaigns so much, because before I had Xbox Live, you'd catch me completing the whole of Super Mario 64. You'd catch me playing things like Ghost Recon on the Xbox, and completing the stories on it, playing all the GTAs, completing all the stories on it. But the second I got Live, all I wanted to do was play Call of Duty, like Modern Warfare, Call of Duty, World at War online. You know, playing zombies with random people around the world, and it was absolutely huge. Like, so, yeah, it's I basically, the bottom line where I was getting with all that was that I feel bad for my family, because I was always I was a bit too hooked on games, and to the point where, you know, I would be in the middle of a match. And my mum would have slaved away in the kitchen. My mum would have been slaving away in the kitchen for hours making dinner. And she'd be like screaming up at me, like, "Josh, come down for dinner." And I'd be like, "Yeah, I'll be right there." And I'm still in the game, you know, like playing like online. Like, and everyone was so toxic back then, because you'd just be like, "You fucking this, your mum this, da da da." Like, I can't believe my account never got banned. The amount of like just trash talking there was from person to person, it was horrendous. You know, think typical freaking 10-year-old like trash talking. The most toxic type of gaming you can come across. As soon as I hear any kid like that now, it's instant block, and I'm sure a lot of people block me. But yeah. I would play that game, and I'll try and squeeze another game in, and then she would go absolutely bloody ballistic at me. She'd come upstairs and threaten to take away my Xbox, and I would complain and you know, explain. It would start off with her saying, "Pause the game, come down for dinner now," and I'd be like, "I can't." She'd be like, "What do you mean you can't?" She'd pause the game, come down now. So I can't pause it. You can't bloody pause it. Pause it now. She doesn't understand. You can't pause an online game. And yeah, because I couldn't pause it, that was always my argument. You can't pause it. I've just finished this one. She's like, "Who said the last one? How long is it going to be?" I was like, "I don't know. It's online. It could be 30 seconds. Could be." Yeah. And yeah. She probably did put a lot of effort into the dinner. Like, I know how much effort, but I'm grown up now. Okay, I know these things. I know how much effort it is. But yeah, I didn't see that. I just saw someone annoying me, trying to take me away from my video game. You know. And sometimes it gets so bad that she go, "Right." she'd walk over, turn off the TV, you know, and like take away the controller or something. And I would be, I was probably scream at her or something. And like, and then, then I'd grab another controller out of the drawer, turn the TV back on and continue playing that game. And then she'd come in and realise I've outsmarted her. And she'd take away the Xbox, you know. Say, that's it, taking it away. I'd be absolutely outraged. And then, yeah, she would hide it in her bedroom somewhere, and I would like be in a strop for ages, leave it a day, and I'll go grab that bitch back myself, plug it in. Sometimes she would realise, she'd clock on that she had grounded it and taken it away. Most times she would forget or just not care enough to combat it, so I'd be back playing again. But yeah, most times I would just take it back. God, I was such a bad kid growing up. I don't know how they put up with me. But if I hadn't played games the amount that I did as a kid, I don't know if I would be who I am today. And I'd, you know, making games for a living. And I love my job, and I don't know how many people can say that. So I appreciate them putting up with my shit. And I think, yeah, I'm a nice person now, for the most part. But no, I'm a nice person now, and yeah, I think my mum, yeah, appreciates me. Yeah, terrible kid. God, if I was my kid, basically, I don't know, in 5-6 years or whenever it is, I would just destroy that Xbox in front of them. Thing is, I'm technology. I can't speak today. I just might just give up. I'm a techie person. I'll just say that. Why can't I say the word? My brain's having a proper stutter there. Technology. I know what I'm trying to say, but I can't.
Damn your wall. Words are hard.
Yeah, I've definitely got dyslexia. I don't talk about it, but fucking 100% I do. Technologically, is that it? Did I get there in the end? Adept. Tech. Anyhow, I know tech basically is what I was trying to say, enough to know how to disable it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. I feel like kids get way too addicted to like devices and stuff. So it would be really tricky, I imagine. I don't really know. There's the whole argument, isn't there? Like, do you let your kids have a phone? If you don't, then you're sort of outcasting them from the 90% of people that do. And then, you know, they might get picked on at school for not having a phone. Which will also be a disadvantage for researching and God knows what else. But then also, how do you protect them from like adult stuff online? Yeah. It's tricky, man. Not tricky. Like, I think Steve Jobs, wasn't it? He was like, yeah, I don't let my kids have an iPad. Like the guy that literally invented iPads, like. Oh yeah, that might be another reason why I was like stupidly addicted to yeah, that might be another reason why I'm addicted. Because I'm technically like on the spectrum. I have attention deficit disorder. Didn't realise though until I was in college. So I had no help through school. I was just a troubled child who was just a mathematical genius without studying. And did the same in science as well. But English, yeah, I never revised or studied or did it like or read anything. Only when I had to. But somehow I managed to get through like top of the class for most stuff. I got 100% of my college course as well when I was 6 months behind for being in hospital for 6 months. Well, for the hospital thing, I think 6 months. But yeah, English. I can't fucking speak English probably. But yeah, I've managed to get my life into a good sort of a good flow, like a good workflow, which I'm quite happy about. You know, I was always worried, like I was 18, 19, 20, like how much it's gonna like fuck my life. Been a bit different, but yeah, man, routine's important. But yeah, I think I had to be like an obsessed gamer to be someone who does what I do today. Wookie, how we doing, man? What's up? We're discussing all of my problems. We're playing Doctor.
Graph. Hi, how are you, Ice?
Yeah, I wouldn't change anything. I do think
to see what this DMZ mode looks like tomorrow.
I do think like I do often think if I ever had a button, I could just press this button and I'd go back to being like 15, but I'd still remember everything that I've learned up to this point. Would you press that button? And I wouldn't. Like I would have pressed that button probably all the way up to when I met Rama, actually. And now I would never press that button because I wouldn't want to erase any time I've had with her.
SPHYNX, I thought about that quite a few times, but yes, I would press that button. SPHYNX,
I wouldn't want to have to redo.
I can still find my now girlfriend.
Yeah, well, that's it. I thought about that, right? That you could technically find your girlfriend. But if she didn't remember any of those moments and only you did, it would be a bit creepy. Like, and that creepiness where she wouldn't remember something might get you might get confused and then like end up sounding crazy, and then they might not want to be with someone who's crazy. Or like, it wouldn't be fair to have that knowledge when they don't. And like, 51st date, yeah, that
to make her fall in love with you again.
Yeah, no, that 51st date's an interesting one. Yeah, man, it's mad, isn't it? I don't know where or what point. Like it was probably when I met like Rama, but don't know, man. It's a mad one. Life be funny. So you might have an opinion on this, Sphinx, as a fellow mapper modder. Usually when I'm designing sort of riser points in the map, if it's like a really gamified like level, I'll make them like pretty obvious. So I usually use like a roots sort of texture, so that in the middle, so it really shows Like if I do this one, for example, and do roots. Right, and then turn this one's up. Yeah, I usually do something like this to make it really obvious that like this is where the zombies come from. It makes it sort of stick out like a sore thumb. But this time round, I've
thankful I had quick revive on. First game of the day, I blame that.
This time round, I've just kept it to the same like textures that are in the environment. So in this case, the stone and the mud, which makes them less obvious to a player. But it might be negative in the fact that players won't see it. And they'll run into a zombie will spawn there, and then they'll get stuck on that zombie and die, like spawn trap. So I'm sort of in two cents about it. I don't know whether, not 2 cents, 2 ways about it. I don't know whether to make it more obvious or to just roll with the aesthetic of it looking more integrated. I don't know. But yeah, I want to have these riser spots to increase the difficulty. And I got rid of the Vista as well. Originally I did have Vista, and now I've just got mirrors here, so it speed up the development by a couple of weeks. But yeah, they still got the Vistas in the level here. They're not, there's no light baits on them, but yeah, I decided against it because it would at least add a couple of weeks to the development. That's a quick little turnaround map this.
Daniel Wall, I'll be honest, the rises in red don't match the rest, and I think they stand out too much.
They do. I mean, I could.
Maybe use darker mud so looks like it's been freshly dug.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we could do that. I could even use like a splash of water so it gets a bit reflective on the light or something. It's all possible. Let me just do a copy paste here. But yeah, 50 First Dates has 50 Shades of Grey. What do you mean? 50 First Dates has 50. I've never seen 50 Shades of Grey. It's a movie as well, isn't it? Or is it just a book? I can't remember. But yeah, the water doesn't really. Yo, how you doing, man? I do want to. I thought about messaging you today. Logical. I hope you're doing all right, man. See you always on the grind. It's good. I can do a quick recap. But this is a little quick challenge map. This.
Nautical edits. Doing good, my guy. See you doing well too.
Yeah, man. So this this project is literally prefab city, and the idea was literally to have a map that I can play that's point-to-point survival, with Easter egg elements, so collectibles and buildables and an exfil at the end with a lot of lockdowns and stuff. I did design in like a vistas to it where you've actually it hides, it looks like indefinitely wide and stuff, where the zombies will spawn out of sight and whatnot. But then I realized that I was getting a bit carried away, and that would take an extra 2 weeks to really do that properly. So I thought, hey, how can I block this off? Like basically not have a vista, without it looking absolutely shit. And I played around with a few textures. Black kind of like just looks wrong. It kind of looked like a new person on the block who doesn't know how to do vistas. And I thought, you know, a mirror might work, and the mirror kind of imitates some of the light, like color and light that there might be in a vista. It's not perfect, but I kind of like the vibe. It's kind of, yeah. It will take like 4 or 5 minutes when you're playing the map to sort of forget about it and to be just focused on what's going on in the map. But I don't know. It would make the map take basically less than a week instead of taking a few weeks.
Logical edits. Good faking method NGL.
Yeah, I've tried smoothing it out and like tried different types of UV applications to it, but it always ends up like going a bit crazy on the corners. I think that's to do with the yeah, don't look too close to that. I haven't made that a clean connection on there, a clean seam. It is clean here, but I just rush the rest of it, but it's fine because it's still blocking. Anyways, yeah, even with the Vista, I was still getting 200 plus frames. But we got some corking to improve the performance even more. But without the Vista, yeah, it's just getting 260 frames. I don't know if it's more. Yeah, it's even more when you're at this level. I think that's literally the mirrors that are stopping it from drawing the rest of the map. So pretty mad. Gone from being like 2 mil tries to like 1 mil tries. Oh, okay, viz groups. So you just like cordon off sections that will render together. Okay, I've not worked with that in Radiant, but is that? Oh, is that the low high things? I was looking at these literally 2 days ago. I'm thinking, what are those? Are they like so you can cordon off different parts? No. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. That sounds sick. But yeah, no, they're basically this is the sort of aesthetic that I was going for this map. I think there's a bit too much shade still. So, oh, okay. I also saw yesterday, you got this instantiate button here, and I wonder what the hell that does. It's on the world spawn settings, and it says, if you hover on it, it says, convert to X model when used as a prefab. But it's weird that that's on the world spawn. I would have thought that would have been a KVP on a prefab that converts the entities to models within the prefab. But it's not there. I don't know. Don't really know what it does, but it sounds like something that could be good to me. But yeah, no, the Umber thing, that'd be cool if I might have to hit you up. Yeah, too much shade. I did play around with different fogs. Like I had it looking pretty crazy. I think I deleted the world fog. But I can show you what it looked like before. And then Forest 2. I spent way too much time messing with yeah, I had it looking like this. I thought it looks kind of cool. It didn't make sense visually as well when it's super blue skies. I kind of like it. But then I played it, and literally just after like 30 seconds, just the orange just feels a bit overwhelming, a bit too much. So, nah, I tried like tweaking it. I spent ages tweaking it. I was never happy with it. And then I deleted it, and I was like, I like it. I like it without world fog. So I got rid of the world fog. But yeah, I don't know. Still. Fucks with the look of the sky as well. But yeah, world fog could be good. I was originally going to use it as like a a culling thing where it's just it hides the environment, hides the background a little bit. So I could only have to design a vista that's like up to 1,000 units, or like I don't know, probably more than 1,000. But yeah, basically 1,000 fog for the view. But I don't really like that look. It works well for like snowy maps when you can sort of when there's a reason for the fog, or like a when the weather explains it. But I want a sunny map, and it doesn't really make sense on a sunny map. This sort of haze though from this lit fog's quite nice, so I've kept that. Let's just show the sun rays. It's not very accurate though, but I've turned down. That's the volumetric count, I think, which I've made lower or higher. This one, that was the setting right here. It's gone. Volume. Yeah. Grid density. Anyhow. Rises. Yeah, this is how the whole map's built using these prefabs. Got a bulb section, straight section, ramped straight section, park rest section, curve, 90-degree angle ramp, reverse 90-degree angle ramp, and then a 90-degree that's not ramped. So using just these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces, I've pretty much built the whole level. An interesting route. I could make it longer, but I think it's a good length. Oh god. Right. But yeah, no, it's good. It's a good map. Yes. So here. So I'm putting these risers sort of near the edges to discourage, to make the training a little bit more complex. If I put the risers, on the edges, I think where it literally prevents players from being able to go past when there's a zombie spawning, I don't think that'd be very good. That's really annoying. We'll put them near the edges, but there should be enough space for a player to still go past. I think it's a good amount. I don't know. Kind of want to trip people up, but not hurt them when it comes to spawning. Could have them spawning in the grass as well, which make more sense, but maybe we'll do that for something. Okay, yeah, so I was testing to see what other materials we could use that would highlight these riser points without making them too visually obvious. I mean, that sort of dusty crap could be... Literally could take the dirt, just colour it. So it's the same dirt, but a little bit darker. Kind of works. Right, this is important, this area here for placement, because this is where the lockdowns are going to be. So where a player's going to sit while they try and, where a zombie's going to come from for the lockdown. At the moment we've got these two spots. Okay, and then maybe some of the grass. So bloody angled, right? Hide the foliage. Do a little bit of a better job painting this. Do I want to keep? Yeah, maybe make this grass. Alright, I like that. In a way, I want the zombies to come from one direction, and I don't want players going too crazy when they're defending. I don't know though. If we lock players from in this circle here, where do you want players shooting from? Because they'll be shooting zombies across here. They'll be turning to shoot zombies from here. Do we want to spawn them behind them as well? I feel like this is a little bit too... That won't be great. It won't be the best gameplay. It would be funny though. It would be crazy. Yeah, I'll stick with just this for now. Right. Cool. Do I make the lockdown? Let me fix this seam. Seems to be broken. No idea how long that's been broken for. Nice. Right, so let's do a cork clipping yet. I might use effects for the lockdowns. Or do I do really cheap pulsing? I mean, let's see what the pulsing looks like again. That's what I've used in the past for showing the player that they're locked into an area. It's not as good quality as supposed to. Where is it? Effects browser. I got a nice barrier that I made here. That might be one of them. There is another one. That one's a little bit over the top. Kind of make one that's kind of green or something that fits with this environment really well. Yeah, I think that was the door in Shrek that stops the zombies coming in. The blue complements this environment quite well. The environment complements this blue well. Maybe that's a good shout. Imagine that in green though. It might be a bit green overlaid. That could be it. So one of the things I'm going to change with these lockdowns versus, say, the Cybermen map is on the Cybermen map, the zombies had to be 200 or 300 units from where the center of the lockdown is, where the logo, spinning logo is. That distance wasn't always understood by people, like, and sometimes it led to them just wasting so many kills, which is one sort of good spendable thing that you know, players, once they've learned it, it makes it more of an interesting mechanic.
Is this going to be
but
like a 10-week kind of thing?
It really impacts those that don't get that mechanic. So I think for this map, I'm not going to put a crazy distance on it. So I won't do a distance check. So just every kill you get will be collected as a soul, no matter where it is on the map. And that way, yeah, you can kill them when they're over there, and they'll count. I think it'll be better for this map. Yeah, I quite like, I think this as the barrier. Not that one. Quite like this. I think that would be quite good. Sync's asking, is it going to be a 10-week kind of thing, or take your time? It's going to be like a week thing, so about halfway into the project, and should be done by this Sunday maybe. I don't know, but yeah, definitely not going to be a long thing. Alright, I think we got the spawners on every park except for this one.
Richtofen seems to think he has some kind of plan.
Hey, how we doing?
About that.
I have no idea what that was. Was that someone just came a subscriber on YouTube? It doesn't show on the feed, so I don't really know what that was. But welcome, whoever that was who did something. Thank you. Flat that on the Y. In, I think so. I don't know how we've ended up at this like spiritual healing music or whatever the hell this is, but it's very chilled. I feel like I'll be able to ascend to heaven. This is electronic dance music. I think they're in the wrong category. Rocket though, for now. Right, so spawn points, spawn location things done. Actually want to set up the spawn points, set up the doors. So yes, what should we do for doors is the next question. Do we do like a rocks, or do we do rocks? I don't really like doing doors that are something that's immovable, like something that's not something that can obviously be moved instantly. A door can be opened like instantly. A cart could be pushed out the way pretty much instantly. A tank could be driven out the way instantly. So things you could actually move, or even like a bunch of boxes that you can physically move out the way. Makes sense, but like a big ass rock doesn't. But you could use a big ass rock. Don't know. What do we want to do? A row of foliage could work, but could also look very much out of place. Sometimes you don't know how something will really look until you've tried it. So I'm always open to trying something. I mean, a friggin' bush like that's not too bad. It's not the best. But the benefit of using these bushes like this, it's easy to set them up and adapt it to any sort of door that we want to build. The downside is 6 entities. We kind of want to keep the count as low as possible. Broken tank. A lot of tanks, that'll be annoying. Could do cars, different cars. Could do crates. Let's have a look.
Blade 879. I'm at school watching this.
Oh. At least you're doing something educational.
Daniel Wall, a cart sound good and probably work well in the map. Have
Yeah,
grown into the XD.
Cart probably works quite well. We could even do different stuff. One of these carts is, these ones are quite small. Oh, that's quite big. They look overused very quickly.
Dildinky, is there any way to do birds that fly away? Might fit with the forest theme.
Mate, you've just reminded me. I plan to do duck hunting in this. I completely forgot about that. Wait, did I write it down? Have a look. Duck hunting. Yes, there it is. That.
Daniel Wall, yeah, maybe have to use a selection.
Flying ducks. So in my mind, what I planned to do was have ducks that are flying around, and we'll build we'll make them shootable. So you have these ducks on these sort of flight paths, sort of flying around doing like figures of 8 or something. And when you shot a duck down, it'd go whack, and then it would fall down and land on the floor, give you like some points. Or a perk if you're really lucky. Maybe every 5th or 6th duck gives you a perk. But yeah, flying ducks flying around and falling down. What kind of gave me that idea was playing the Sky Hearth VR game not too long ago, where literally I was hunting ducks. I got 8th in the world on that game. But yeah, so I completely forgot about that. I completely forgot about this piece of paper. But this piece of paper was what I wrote when I was on the plane on the way to Greece. I thought I need to make use of this time. I can't map, but I can design. So I designed the Easter egg and some ideas for some of the objectives. So flying ducks is one of them. And I completely forgot about the flying ducks thing. So I'm glad you mentioned it, because I could have forgotten to add that. I would have hoped that I would have looked at that paper though. But yeah, anyways, flying ducks. Let's do the flying duck logic. I think that would be a really cool thing to work on. I don't think I've got a duck though, so I might need to design that. Oh, I don't really. Okay, I'm gonna have to either design a duck myself, or if we can find a duck online. I'll build a duck. It don't need to be amazing, does it? What the duck is going on here? Right. I need one that's flying. So $7. Common birds. I don't mind buying these models, but the problem with buying a model is you don't know if the formats and that are all like compatible, or if you're gonna have a nightmare trying to convert it or not. I need to change it to flying. Do we want an animated one, or just have it flying around? It would be good if it was like flying.
Gatter, what up, fam?
Yeah, how we doing, man? What's up? That's it, man. Don't give a duck.
Kevin R. Yo.
Yeah, what's up, man? Should I just design a duck out of a patch and then just like run with that for now? I really wanted to do a duck because of like
Mr.
bird
Jack
hunt.
Daniels 1. Hey,
Yo, what's up, Mr. Jack Daniels? You alright? I don't know how to import animations, so. That literally looks like bird OGs. I don't know, man.
Mr. Jack Daniels 1. Yeah, I am good yourself.
Yeah, good, lad. Doing good. Pigeon. That's a paid one. What we should do, we should get this phoenix bird.
Mr. Jack Daniels 1. COVID free. Mr. Jack Daniels
Yeah,
1.
COVID free now. Yeah, man. Yeah, feeling good. It'd be nice if I could get this anim. Nice. FPX. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Right. Let's do it. So flies there, textures there. I mean, we'll see. We'll see if we can get this going. Yeah, Mr. Jack Daniels doing good. I literally, I don't know. You missed a few things. I'm sort of explaining the whole project about half an hour ago. Did a pretty good explanation. I should really clip that, like chop that up into like a 1 minute video.
Colorful model.
Maybe I should do that like right now, like literally talk to you guys for 2 minutes, explain the whole project, and then tomorrow I'll just open up that stream and then grab that as like a 2 minute clip and then publish that as a video. I think that's what Noah J456 does. Works quite well. Just does like one take videos while he's streaming. And yeah, saves time. I don't have to edit and stuff. Well, because how crap I am. Can't edit very well. YouTube's editor is pretty limited. Every time they update the YouTube editor, they sort of make it harder to use, which is amazing. Like the first version about like 6 years ago, or the first version I used 6 years ago, was incredible. And then they brought an update which ruined it. Then they brought a new update recently, like a month ago, that's made it really hard to just...
Rampage. Would you ever consider making your own game? Or getting a job in GSME development?
Well, yeah, I do. I work as a game developer. Like, working up to 60 hours a week at the moment. On a couple of different projects. Love it. Got my dream job. Just a YouTube on the side now. So, yeah. Right. Modding, OneDrive, free modding. Oh, I don't need that in my OneDrive. Right, source, import. Check this Paparino out. It's got the animation with it. It's kind of mad. Alright, that's a good pose there to use as what textures do we have here? So I'm just going to call this custom bird flying 01 and then A. This one I'll do B. Cool. Export. Custom. AI. Bird. I'm going to call this custom flying bird 01. Save, yeah, why not? Okay. So I'm going to start off literally just having a static bird, not static, not animated bird that moves around on a path and you can shoot it down. At some point I might try and get a friend to actually get the animation playing for me. But for now this will do. Custom, simple, AI, let's do that. And then here, I'm gonna do new asset, X model, yeah. Custom, flying, bird. And we'll go grab that. It didn't work, did it? So I'm going to check the output log. And unsupported joint, B head. So let me grab the whole root and do a select hierarchy and just do another save or another export. So I'm hoping that will work. No. B head influencing vertex 100%. Okay. What I may need to do is do like mesh or for now I'll just do like an unbind. So skin unbind.
SPHYNX, open Blender, import.obj, export as .obj, import to Maya, profit.
Why? You can use FBX in Maya. I don't understand why you wouldn't.
Justin Drix, is that a Pokemon or a magic?
It looks
ball?
like a Pokemon, doesn't it?
Anto Gaming, hello.
Only Anto, what's up, man?
SPHYNX, no joke. Sometimes it works wonders, and it fixes itself by
Oh.
doing that.
Yeah, I can see how it might if it like removes a load of metadata that's messing it.
SPHYNX, sometimes Maker hasn't exported it correctly.
Yeah, you're right.
SPHYNX, it's like a new .obj export essentially.
You're not wrong. I think. Can I not just export as? I want to try that though. Just as an OBJ, and then just import it. Open. Do I need to open it in Blender? I don't know where the fuck that just went when I exported that. Alright, import, there we go.
Mr. Tamia89, he or she looks like a Pokemon.
It does. I know exactly what one you're on about as well. It definitely does. Does look like a Pokemon. Right, let's do Sphinx's idea. Open up Blender. I don't have FPX supported.
K Gaming, live, you.
How we doing? What's up? OBJ's not supported? No. Blender. Oh, it's open up Blender file. Okay, here we go. Import. FPX.
SPHYNX,
Try that again.
you're opening a Blender file. K
I got there in the end.
live, indeed.
Yeah. It's weird though, isn't it? That there's not like a built-in behavior where it will show you both import and open, and it will swap what it does depending on what you pick, what type of file you pick. Like, that would be the ideal behavior here.
Mr.
Right.
Tamia89, hello K Gaming.
File, export, an obj. Do an obj on the desktop. Let's do it. Birdie.
Sup fam.
Yo, long time no see, Mr. AC. How you
K
doing?
Gaming, live. Hello Mr.
It's the
Tamia.
A round. I hope you're doing good, man.
Live, Woha AC James. K Gaming.
Yeah,
live.
Woha for
Haven't
real.
seen you in a while.
Alright, this one here. Import.
D'Angelo Taylor. Gonna start my day. See you all on the next NE.
See you on the bezel. Take it easy, Mr. Taylor. Thank you for tuning in, man. Pleasure as always. Good to have you around. One. Cool. No. It worked. You're right. You done it. Nice. It is freaking microscopically small though.
Mr. Tamia89, see you later to the dude in the live chat. Gatter, it's average.
It's average.
SPHYNX, just do scale in Maya times 100 or something.
I did it. Yeah. Do. I did so, but yeah, that should do the job. I need lit for this. This is a super simple test.
AC James, yeah, it's been a while. I know. How are you guys?
Yeah, doing good, man. We're doing good. We've been working on releasing maps, and it's really, yeah, can't complain, man. Life's going well. Got engaged, so get this. Let's go. Yeah. Can't complain.
AC James, congrats, bro.
Thank you, man.
Gatter, have fun watching your fiancé plan a wedding. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna. I'm definitely gonna help. I don't think we're gonna do anything crazy, you know. We don't want to spend loads of money on a wedding because what's the point? We both rather spend like not that much and then have a really, really good honeymoon, you know. Go to America, go to Las Vegas, go a bit crazy, and I think that would be the sensible thing to do. Please. A2, the B2, B2. So that is actually A11. So that needs to be. That's B. Cool. They already look like they're power 2. So I'm just going to slap them in there.
Blade 879, map idea a desert park.
A desert park. It doesn't really work like that, Mr. Blade. I mean, I think you'd be very lucky if you said something and I wanted to make the map you said.
SPHYNX, just drag in the picture into the path.
No one's ever said an idea that's been so great that I've just stopped what I'm doing and started working on it. But I mean, it could be possible, I guess. So, I don't know. But yeah, usually I just tell you to go make it yourself. It'd be great if that was how things worked and people could just like, if I could just say something and someone else would make it for me.
SPHYNX, wow, easier if you have to constantly have to add images to the path using your method. SPHYNX, can just drag your image into the path and it'll update.
Drag your image into the path. What, like drag it from here into there. Oh, nice. Yeah. I'll bear that in mind. Sounds good. Do it for now. Right, bullet collision, LOD 0. I'm not going to add any other LODs on it. I don't think I'm going to have many of these. Right, let's just export it rotated. Okay. So I want to do 90. Right. There we go.
Wait, haha, what is that?
It's a bird. A bird that you should be able to shoot.
Is that some new insect round?
No, it's just gonna be
New Pokemon.
yeah, Pokemon. Is it what's the Pharaoh? Pharaoh, is that the name of the
Which
Pokemon?
idea sounds better, Park Zombies map or a Zoo Zombies map?
Right, bird. I'm just gonna call it bird, right? Now I could set this bird up in a multitude amount.
This is more Ho-Oh.
Ho-Oh, yeah, that's the one. That's the one I was trying to think of. What did I say? Pharaoh. The fuck is that? Can you do this like you can in? Yeah, you can. Okay, nice. So I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna do this. Weld it to that, like so. Then I'm going to set up a.
Wait, haha, what are you using script origin for?
It all makes sense, don't you worry. So I'll explain it as I'm doing it, not before I do it. So yeah, initializer, I'm gonna set up a new bird hunt Easter egg. And I'm gonna set that up here, bird hunt. I'm gonna call it init actually. So bird hunt init, and this will do get so birds equals get an array.
Still highly recommend using
Bird.
files for Easter eggs.
Target name separate files. You're not wrong. I've just done it this way for so long. I'm in the habit, but I really should. Right.
SPHYNX, why not use an array thread _all?
Oh, is that a thing? Well, it's probably. Yeah, there's probably a better way of doing it. I've not done that. I'm not a coder. I don't confess to being a coder. I have no idea. I just do stuff to do stuff. But yeah, there's always going to be a million better ways to do something. But yeah, I'll bear that in mind. Array thread, or I don't know how to use it, but I'll look it up at some point. Right, bird hunt, bird location, self origin, bird location 2 equals get n, and then self dot target.
What languages do you use?
GSC. So there's 2 nodes there. I could have more nodes if I wanted to, or I could have an array. I think I might do. I could do an array. Then I could just create as many as I want. One thing I want to know how to do, Sphinx, which I'm sure you know how to do, is how to change the angle of it so that it faces the next point. So this one's facing it right now, but say it was over here. How do I make it turn to face that? That's the sort of logic that I don't know, and I have to look up. I won't do it as an array right now, but I will probably refactor it into an array later. But yeah, I'm going to do a while here. While self is defined. So, oh, okay. Self. What is defined self? I'm gonna do self move to
web zombies. You what up?
Yay, we're doing web zombies, sure man. I got my new phone, it arrived and yeah, and I've got a new widget that shows me some stocks that I'm looking at on the home screen, on the lock screen, which is always on, which is cool. But yeah, my new phone, I've been waiting 2 weeks for that phone. It's finally here.
Way ha ha, iPhone 14 Pro.
Yeah man, I got the 14 Pro Max. I thought I'd get this, and so I can like record videos and like do live streams and stuff. So yeah man, I'm hyped, absolutely hyped. I've not had a nice phone. I've never had a current phone. I've always had phones that are like 3-4 years out of date. I thought I'd treat myself and also invest in the channel so I can like make better content. Right, move to
web zombies.
I'm gonna say bird location 2. Move to bird location 2, and then just say 3, and then wait 3. Then so
I got the S22 Ultra. Gonna wait until iPhones change their design again.
move location. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, this case has got a really cool feature.
But they only had the smallest 128 GB or 1 TB, so I got the 1 TB.
So I can protect the lens without scratching it up. And then on the front, I've got the glass case, and this case is a drop like shockproof. So this is the one you can like drop from a building and it will protect it. Apparently, I'm not going to test that. And it comes with a little stand thing as well. Although I haven't got nails, so long nails. Yeah, so you got this stand, which can be used to prop the phone up. Well, that's basically it with this bird. I would create a function called face node, and then it will literally face the node. but I don't know how to do that. Let me have a look, see if I can find the rotate to direction. Check nav mesh direction. Damage cone, directional hit indicator. Generate points around center. Get valid color. Right. I don't know. Rotate point. I could put the rotation metrics in on the origin, and that way it would be easy to. It would be easy to do. So, like, this origin would be rotated to face the other one, like that. And basically I would take the angles of it and pass it in. So the bird location angles would also be self.angles. And then here I would do self rotate to bird location 2 dot angles, and I would want that to be instant, or take half a second maybe. That might be a bit strange. Right. Let's change that to that one. It'd be so much better to set this up as an array, and I can place as many as I like. That theoretically will rotate the bird. So we actually want to register this as a shootable. So on my gold multi thing, I want to steal the can damage thing here, and then on the bird shootable in it. Oh, there's a bird. Okay, here. We want to do like this, set can damage. Actually want to thread this to a new function. So I'm going to do self thread bird hunt logic. And that will be the function bird hunt logic, and that will allow us to shoot the thing. When you've shot the thing, what we want to do is spawn from something random.
SPHYNX, you could indeed use angles and change those towards the location.
Yeah, I've done that using the angles here. But I was wondering if you could do it automatically. So whatever thing it's facing. Whatever direction it's traveling is the way the angle changes. But I ended up like putting it in angles manually, which will do it, I think, but it's annoying because now I have to manually rotate these to face whatever they're
SPHYNX, but those angles aren't correct. Those are the angles of the struct /origin, not the bird looking at the angles. SPHYNX, it works though.
yeah.
SPHYNX, yeah, that would need manual setup.
Once you've shot it, I basically want to trigger a reward, and the reward should be function bird reward, and this is going to take I mean, this would probably might as well just be here. So I want to create an array. Cool. Rewards equals okay, that's better. Key. So I want to do rewards dot randomize. Alright, I'll fix that in a second. But free perk is one of them. Zombie cache is the thing I'm thinking of. Yeah. Money. Is that what it's called? So, bird hunt. Yeah. I could piggyback that, but money. I think I want to do either money or free perk. I don't think I want to do. I'll do full ammo as well. So we'll literally do rewards 0. Array randomize. I know there's not a better way to do this, but I can't remember how to do the other way. So I'm going to do it this way. That will create a separate array every time, every function. That's fine. power up spawned equals that power up. And I want to spawn that on self. And then what I'll do is I'll do power up spawned move to the inflictor, whoever inflicted it, inflictor dot origin. Take 1 second to get there. Cool. So whoever shot the birds, it will then the power up will come down to them. So you have a 60% chance they'll just give you money. You got a 20% chance to give you a free perk, and a 20% chance to give you a max ammo. Shall I refactor that now so that it's like an array? I think I should. I'm gonna call it bird locations. Then I'm not setting this up. Just leave it for now. Leave it for now. Right. That should work. That will. So it can damage. That holds an array in memory. If we do wait till then the array, it won't hold the array in memory. Okay. A little bit of cleanup. I don't think we need to clean up self because the damage thing cleans it up, but I'll do it anyway. And then I'm just gonna say here, I print bold, bird shot, just to show that we are indeed escaping the wild. And might as well do a bird shot cleanup here, just to double check that as well. Cool. So we've got bird hunt logic. Right, this should be good to test now. See if that works. That is mad how exporting it to Blender, then import it back in, fixes it. Shows how much random crappy metadata it slaps into it when you export it from different tools. Should be quite cool. At some point it'd be nice to replace that with an animated model, but oi, villager player check. What's that? Villager player check. Get closest. Oh, yeah. Rotate to. Right, well that's compiling. Let's do some discording. Trying to move a platform on an angle. How would I script it, please? It uses X and a Y. Use a move. Use the move to function. Place it on where you want. You do.
I managed to actually save Whisper for you.
You saved me half a
25
whisper.
minutes in the
With
car.
zombies.
25.
CZ and SBFQ, the market to
Rama
be
survived
built out
25
on
minutes in the car with
crypto
half a
whales
cup.
fighting.
Well done.
Fun
Thank you very
LOL.
much. She's engaged.
How lucky am I? Is that right?
Yeah. Hello. It's fake. No, it's not. I should hope it's not fake.
Gatter, congrats.
No, that's lunch.
Oh, that's
Daniel
good.
Wall, hello
The
Mrs.
phone.
IceGrenade.
Oh yeah, the phone's awesome.
Web
Yeah.
zombie.
Yeah, Rama's not seen it yet.
I've seen
I got my
the
stocks there.
other thing arrived. Gandalf's Christmas present arrived.
Yeah. But yeah,
Nice.
you just have to do that.
Where's your background?
Oh yeah, I haven't got any photos.
Okay,
Only got me.
transfer them across.
My phone died. I need to plug it into my computer.
I see.
Grab the ones that I managed to save.
Yeah. But it's
Mm.
quite a bit bigger than your phone.
Oh yeah,
That's crazy.
the size difference there.
Oi.
Well, I had a slightly bigger phone than me, and now,
I've got the mini, to be fair.
yeah.
It's really mini.
It's got a similar case. Well, I don't know. I've got a
Mine's
slidey
less
thing.
The phone she tells you not to worry about.
I don't want to scratch on there. I got the glass on there as well.
Gracias.
I can pay with
Do
stuff
you
like that.
smile now at your phone?
No.
Oh gosh.
Well, thank you for bringing me half a Nord chocolate bar.
Well, no, it's the duo one.
Oh, it's a duo.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to get
Oh.
you a whole one, so I didn't want you to think I was encouraging unhealthiness. So I thought I'd get both half of this one. So
It's
you're not
like she's
full.
nibbled the edge of some.
I didn't. I promise. I didn't.
Well, thank you very much.
Daniel Wall, wow, you should have eaten it and have him the wrapper.
Daniel says you should have eaten it and given me the wrapper. She's not that mean, guys. I offered her half a Solero about a month ago and then I forgot and I ate the whole thing. In front of her. Yeah. Web zombies. LOL, CZ, SPF, F the market today. Two of the biggest crypto whales fighting. Really? That's mad. Web zombies. I have something to talk about, but
Web zombies.
when you finish.
SBF owns FTX exchange.
Right. Whichever one of you was talking about SMG yesterday. I was looking at it and I was going to invest and I was thinking, I'll just wait for it to come down like another $1. Was it done? Skyrocketed today. It's gone up. It went up $6. So I'm kind of annoyed. And I was like, it still looks like there's going to be another knee jerk and drop. It's not moving too. It needs to go higher.
Red zombies. Sam Bankman-Fried started a fight with CZ, richest man in crypto. Never a good idea.
Really? How does a fight work in crypto?
SPHYNX, I sent you. SPHYNX, on Discord.
I read what you sent, but I don't know how that can help me, Sphinx. It's bird location angles.
SPHYNX, what I sent last is what you need.
I don't understand it. Last is what you need. Oh, okay, I haven't seen your last one. Back to normalized angles, view to enemy. Oh, okay. B to enemy. Flat origin. Position.
SPHYNX, that is literally a custom look underscore at function.
Oh, okay. I have no idea how that works.
SPHYNX,
So I'm gonna try it
angles it needs
and
to
just
point to the next point.
leave the magic to work itself out. Do I need to change that to that now? Because it's no longer, because it's, yeah. Now a copy, a static copy of where it once was originates. Right. The move to doesn't work. That needs to be origin. And then the original location needs to be hopefully that does it.
Daniel Wall, nice to see how you are putting this all together, even though most of I don't have a clue. By the way, I am still alive on Evil Rays round 19 so far.
Oh, why are you doing that to yourself, man? Evil Rise is evil. Can you hear how much it's raining here?
SPHYNX, you
Like,
need a fourth loop, and get enter A and count the size and so on.
Listen. It's raining like crazy here. Oh, I don't know. Crazy raining. You need a for loop and get an account size and so on.
Daniel Wall, because I didn't know what to play and you said mentioned it, so I was like, who asterisk asterisk it. Oh, can't hear it on the mic.
Jesus. Sounds crazy out there. I think I can show you on our doorbell camera how mad the rain is right now. Wait. That's just the light from the camera that's showing the rain. But yeah. It sound like giant drops of rain. Yeah. It's good having a doorbell camera. Hey. It's not rotating. It was rotating, it's not rotating anymore. What have I done wrong? Is it because it's a different type of entity? You broke it, did my man. Oh, I don't know. There's lookout func position. Self.origin. Position minus self.origin. I don't understand how this works. Like, it's that. I don't know what that does. I don't know. Position. So that's a position is the one giving it the origin minus its self origin. Huh? So what do you want to pass in is but there is no object for the first one. So it can never look at the first one. Okay, I see why it doesn't turn around. The first one's not an object. The first one is the model itself. So that doesn't work for that. That doesn't work. Unless I create another origin and put that at the start. Because at the moment it's the origin itself. And it can't refer to itself using this lookup function like that. So I might just stick it back to how I had it, to be honest, and just manually. Hold I don't know. There's good points to doing how you done it last in Florida Hurricane. Oh, don't. Yeah, the town. Yeah, it's nothing like America here, but it is crazy that the town I live in, like near the river there, is all the houses are flooded. And it's not just there. It's like quite a lot of places. There's like trees like all ripped up and stuff. Car parks completely flooded, which is crazy because we would have never thought that, were we? But yeah, ain't nothing on America. Right. I think do I just add another script origin?
Daniel Wall. Problem is the UK seems to flood easy these days. Gatter, is it just from constant rains?
Add location. Right.
Daniel Wall. Pretty much Gatter, the ground is already wet, so there's nowhere for it to go.
Yeah, makes sense. Angle self. Two is n. Feeder origin. Rotate 2 angles. Move to that location. Oh, if I just did that, yeah, then I can just do origin, keep it symbol, and then yeah, it makes more sense. I'll play a sound of like a bird going, ah! You know, a bird squawk.
Bird underscore location equals self.
What? Yeah. Yep. I'm making a new instance of self because self moves. So it's a way of having basically a script origin without placing another script origin. So, because as soon as he goes over there, there's no script origin to reference here. Yeah, no, it's not the bird anymore. It's an old reference. So, so bird location is not moved. So this is a fresh new variable that's copied the bird.
SPHYNX, just do original underscore origin.
Are you the semantics? Oh, well, you can complain about that, but then I'd have to change that and that and that and that. Oh, we can do that. It's like location point, bird location point. I didn't want to go crazy on the word, and I want to keep it very simple. It's not the bird's actual current location. It's a location of where the bird's path is. That's how I saw it in my mind. But yeah.
SPHYNX, why not add nodes and make them attached to each other? So it'll follow it fully around.
Yeah. I mean, that would be a good thing to do. And then to have your code that would work then.
At least that's what I understand is what you want.
Yeah. Yeah, I basically want this guy. I want him to be able to like fly around like this, basically. I'd need to have like about 8.
Or you're just gonna be doing from A to B. And then randomly spawn it.
Yeah. See how it is at the moment, it's just 2 nodes. So what I could do is have like I can have like one over here.
Fly around. 100% use manually set up nodes. It's
Yeah, you're not wrong. I kind of think like though I just wanted to get the functionality working first, and then I was gonna make it more complicated, but that's what I said from the start. But yeah, you're right though, it would be a lot better. Also, if I did make the first one a node as well, then your code would work and I wouldn't have to do it manually, which is going to improve accuracy as well. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. So if I do origin, just copy that and then paste it on the bird, on the origin rather. Right. So then I can do a world on that. The bird targets this. This targets that. I'll loop back around. So I'm just going to do locations equals like this, and then location 0. Oh no, because that's not going to work now.
Luckily for you.
So let me just call it
I have this done.
node 1 is self.target, which is actually a get and cool. So I don't need that anymore. Right, let's do this. Look at func. So I can have multiple. Could even have 3. I think I'm only going to do, I'll do point to point for now. I can extend it really easily though now, just doing like nodes and chain them up. I don't know how, if I want it to be as many as I want, then I need to make it like loop through. Yeah. I'd basically go like this. Node X. And then set it up as an array. And I'd have to populate the array based on if it's defined or not. Like if it exists. And then that way then I could chop this off and have it as an array that it's just If I define something that doesn't exist, it's gonna. How do I make it recursively look for self-targets? That's just what I'm wondering. Oh, unless the bird points to all of them. So the target for this bird is literally like this is bird and it points to auto 1, but this is also auto 1. So that doesn't even have an auto. The bird points to as many as you like. But then there's no reference to what order of them it should go down. So there is a bit of a logic issue there. Right. Undo. Just going to leave it as a static amount of nodes for now. I can refactor this later, figure it out. But for now, this will work. Okay, so this is fine. So I actually want to start the loop the other way around because it needs to target that one because of where the bird is. Verify that these definitely happen. I do want to go to the sounds though and just double check on a shot sound. So we open up this bad boy. Right, got added ice and map sidemen as well. So sidemen. I'm going to change that to forest. I'm not going to do that now actually, because if I do that now, it will spend ages compiling sounds, and I don't want to do that. So map sidemen. There's got to be a beep sound or a shot sound. Or scream sound. It's just a temporary sound right now. I'll take it easy. Thank you for tuning in. I will just do a or scream sound for now. Temporary one that I'll do. Kind of a bit of a crazy sound, but that'll be fine. So do play sound at position. Play that sound full screen. And we're going to play it at inflictor.origin. Nice. If you're here for another 30 seconds, Tamia, you can check it out. We're just launching it now. We're going to test this new functionality. If you wanted to be around for that, but no worries if not. Appreciate you tuning in. If bird will fly and rotate easy. Why didn't I think of that? I should have just done that, to be honest. Right. I am on. Okay. How are we looking? Still compiling. Nice. Alright, it's almost here. Here we go. I'm going to call it after this test, ladies and gentlemen. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. I appreciate your help, Sinks, with the coding. Super cool little function there. The rotating look at thing. Don't worry, this loading screen here is just because I copied the map from the Simon map that I made. That way I didn't have to set up like all the perks and fix the arnies and everything. This means I need to change, like, create a loading screen for the new map.
No problem, man.
Right. I need to make that before the black screen. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but there's definitely something not quite right. Does it work with Origins? Anyhow, no worries, Saints. I'll figure it out. I think the flying birds would be a nice mechanic. I had like bobbing cheeses and cheese cube, which is quite cool. But I've never had like something flying around that you shoot. So in this map, I think it worked really well. I could just do point to point as well with this map. I could just have it coming out of like the mirror up there, going through over there. The other benefit to having a flying birds versus like one sitting on trees is like the trees move because of the weather grime, and I don't really want the birds not moving with the trees. So just flying birds would be good. Yeah, take it easy, Gator Man. Tamia, Daniel, everyone else watching, appreciate it. Don't forget to smash that like button. I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. I've I'm seeing my brother basically. We're going to go play some golf. When I would usually be streaming, but yeah, we'll be till next time. Yeah, I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did wrong. I can send you the code, Sphinx, and if you want to have a little look just to try and figure out why, then that'll be awesome. If you're busy, then I understand. So I sent it to you anyway. So yeah, maybe I've cocked up here somewhere. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. Return goal to angles. So.
Gatter, you'll figure it out in the middle of the night.
Oh no, I know why it doesn't work. I know why it doesn't work. So, what's happened there is I am an idiot. And I need to go like this and do rotate 2, right? So I need to wrap it in a rotate 2. So it rotates itself to that, right? Because that's just creating the angle. I think that's where I went wrong. I was expecting that function to do more than it did. But yeah, I think I need to wrap it in a rotate 2. Because that passes the angle. Oh, and then I need a time for it as well. But I think that does it, right? So literally that generates the angle there. I think. Don't know. Anyhow, see you guys later. See you on the next one. Goodbye.